and just peed on that spot, and it was in the soil, you know.
Okay, Robert, you ready?
Oh, there you go. Oh, man.
Okay, hang on.
Bipolar percussion, everybody.
Well, all right. So now so this is a pretty interesting piece of stone. So essentially, okay, so if I were at a quarry location, and keep in mind, like I'm saying, there's a lot of hard hammer, percussion, direct percussion debris that I'm already, so this would be really typical of what you'd see at the quarry. Tested pieces, you know, hard hammer flakes laying around, lots of cortex. And so that's how, you know, we would identify behavior. Back to Sergio's emphasis on behavior, site type, right? And so what I'm going to do here, back to what I was saying about platforms, I'm going to try to modify this in a way that I can create a platform, or I can look for a natural angle or platform. I'm really not seeing it, but I'll see if I can create one without stabbing one of my colleagues.
Please don't.
Can I knock off one flake from this?
Yeah.
I just want to get a good primary flake.
There we go. Good. So here's an example of how I changed my edge angle on this large piece, so you can see how I moved it from 90 degrees to about 70 degrees. For me, that was the preferred angle I want. So I can come in, I'm going to give it a wallop. So let's see if I can get a large piece to come off. All right. Okay, so every time you do that, remember about the BB gun, the BB, there's a frozen Hershey cone right there where I just struck it, but it didn't release. But that could cause me problems later, and you'll see that in some cores. There we go. So that's a nice, I don't know, what, 17 centimeter flake, you know, and so, so what I might do, now there's a lot of cortex on that dorsal side. Ah, the dorsal, the ventral. Ah, so let's get into that. Yeah, so okay, so here's my platform. So the interior side, the belly side, that's the ventral side. The dorsal side, you know, is the back side. And you can see on this particular piece, it's almost entirely cortex. And so in order to turn this into something, I would have to remove all that cortex. But I like the size of this. It would take a little bit of work. So for me, I'm going to set that one aside, because if I'm here at my quarry, I'm going to split later. I'm definitely not carrying this home. No, I'm gonna get that guy. Whoa! And I wasted my hammer stone. Well, oh, buddy. All right, well.
It happens.
Yeah, well, all right.
I cheat. I use copper.
Okay.
You can hammer that
So,
machine.
let's see if we can't get another one here at least. Just one more. I've got another hammer stone to break.
I set out these flakes because they have various degrees of cortex on them. Like, you know, this is one of the first flakes that I knocked off. And then this one has a little bit less cortex on it. This one has like half and half cortex and interior chert.
All right.
This one's almost all interior chert, and this one's totally interior chert. And so in archaeological assemblages, you can kind of look at your assemblage as a whole and see what amount of cortex shows up on the flakes to figure out what level of flint knapping was.